Thank you for joining us. This is First Alert Meteorologist Chris Mastrobuono on this gorgeous Friday afternoon here on Delmarva. We're joining you with this special live stream to talk to you about the Northern Lights. Yes, the Aurora Borealis. And you think, well, what are we talking about that here for? Well, last night we had quite a rare treat on Delmarva, as many of us got to see quite a spectacular sight across the area. These vivid pink colors, some greens and blues, all thanks to those Northern Lights. And it's been pretty rare to see those Northern Lights this far south and this vivid as well. And that's all thanks to a severe solar storm. Now, if you're joining us and you have any questions, please feel free. And we'll be talking about this over the course of the next few minutes. And believe it or not, if you didn't get a chance to see this last night, you're going to get one more opportunity tonight, and that's going to be pretty good news. And guess what? We're going to have perfect conditions to see it. We're going to continue to see clear skies, calm winds, and perfect conditions tonight. So typically when we, over the past, we see these rare occurrences and, lunar activity or, whether it's different lunar activities, typically we don't see the right conditions. Many times we have cloud cover or something like that, but we had picture-perfect conditions last night, and we're going to continue to see those perfect conditions tonight. So many viewers sent us some outstanding photos last night. It just was incredible, and kind of breathtaking, if you will. And I spoke to my friend who actually went to Iceland and didn't get to see the Northern Lights, and here she's in the area and gets to see the Northern Lights, so go figure that one out. But yeah, this is a beautiful picture from Assateague Island, courtesy of Cara Fields, and you see those bright, vivid pink colors over the ocean, just a picture-perfect sight there. And I'll show you more pictures that we have here that we've gotten in last night, and you can see you could see the stars there and the pink colors, just absolutely beautiful. Here's another shot from Laurel. This is from Jennifer Stevenson, and there you could see on the horizon those vivid, looks like a painting, those vivid shades of blue and pink, and just the bright, vibrant colors there on the horizon. And we're going to continue to have a chance to see this tonight after about 8 o'clock or so, just after sunset, and then we'll get into that prime time hour to view these Northern Lights. Here you see the lighter pinks and some darker purples just over this cluster of houses. This is from Gabrielle King, and the best part about it is there isn't any major city in this part of the peninsula, so really the further you're away from a metropolis, you get a lot of that light pollution, so the better you are away from that, the better chance you have of seeing the Northern Lights. So we're going to describe it a bit for you as best as we can, less technical as possible. So the Aurora Borealis, what we're seeing with this particular case is a severe solar storm. That is why we're seeing this so far to the south. Those particles from the sun hit the atmosphere, magnetic fields deflect them away, and there, throughout the different levels of the atmosphere, you get those different beautiful colors. Now, we've been primarily seeing the pink color across the area, and that represents the nitrogen particles in the atmosphere. And then you go below that. I think most of the people, when they think of the Northern Lights, they think of the greens, the blues. That's typically what you see in places like Norway, Sweden, Iceland, Antarctica, Alaska. Those are typically the places where you see the Northern Lights. And then when you get down to the lower levels, say 60 miles to 60 miles up, you get those purples and blues, and the green represents the oxygen particles. And this is from the National Weather Service office in northern Indiana. I thought that was a pretty good diagram of breaking down the different color aspects of what we've been seeing. And most of the colors we've been seeing across the Delmarva Peninsula have been the pinks, but then those nitrogen particles, as well as the greens, which is those oxygen particles. Now, if we go back and look at the actual aurora forecast for tonight, and you can see the zone, this is going to be visible as far south as California and Florida. I saw some pictures last night on Twitter from Florida, which is pretty incredible. They're cleaning up from Milton, and then you get Northern Lights on top of that, so certainly quite a rare occurrence there. So now if we look, the best prime time hour to see this is just after sunset, and then as you notice, as we get into about 9 p.m. to 3 a.m., we get that severe to extreme geomagnetic storm. So that is like your prime time of viewing between about 9 and 3. And then we kind of moderate to strong by sunrise. So either just after sunset, or if you're going to bed early, kind of maybe wake up a little early and view it just before sunrise. But your best time to see those colors, I think, is generally between about 9 and 3 this evening. Now, if you have any questions, please feel free to message in there on the live feed as we continue to talk about quite a rare occurrence, to say the least, across the area. And I'll tell you what, we're going to continue to see this tonight. And again, that's all from a severe solar storm. That is why we're seeing this occurrence so far south of where you normally see it. Typically, you know, you have to be in places like northern Maine, Vermont, upstate New York, maybe upstate Pennsylvania, Canada, Alaska, places like that, Iceland. You know, people specifically travel specifically just to see this occurrence take place, but yet here we are on Delmarva seeing this for maybe a lot of people seeing this for the first time ever in their life, getting quite a treat after we've seen quite a pretty dry, pouring weather pattern across the area. Now, I have a few more pictures to show you as well, and I'll show you those here, and we'll talk about this one here. This is a really pretty one here from Gabrielle King, and you can see right over the houses there that nice purple shading. It looks like somebody did a painting. That's how beautiful it looks. And there you see those bright, vibrant pink colors. This is from Laurel, and this is courtesy of Jennifer Stevenson. And we're going to continue to see this tonight, overnight, and in the early morning hours of Saturday. And there's a beautiful shot from Assateague Island from Cara. That's a really nice shot there. Now, I'll show you some even more pictures here from our Facebook page. And this one here is from Delmar. This is courtesy of Brittany Kelly. And there you see more of the, talk about those lower colors, lower on the horizon in the atmosphere. You see those greens and the purples and the blues. And here we go. There's a real nice one. This is from Lewis Beach. This is from Sharon. Look at that. It's like a painting there. Purple colors there. And that, again, that's a perfect place to view it. Away from any kind of light pollution, away from any major city. You get the max exposure there. And here's a really good one. Listen to this one. This is from Love Creek, Delaware. This is from Dennis Gallagher. Beautiful shot there over the lake there. And then here's another good one from Milton, Delaware. See the pinks there, right over the trees. Really nice there. And here's another shot from Ocean City. This is from Kimberly. And you can see just over the horizon there, you see those purples, the blues from the sun setting. And then you see the stars there. Just a great mix. And here's another one from Ocean View. Again, most of the pictures we've been seeing across the area have been that pink shade, up in the higher levels of the atmosphere where you get those particles from the sun. And here's another one from Plantation Lakes in Millsboro, courtesy of Shari Roberts. Over the clouds there, we got a lot of pictures in last night from this event. Long Neck, Delaware is another one. Look at that. Get the pink with the blue, and then whoa, look at that shot from Lewis Beach. It's from Sarah. Look at that. People, I mean, it just leaves you speechless if you've never seen it before. I mean, I grew up in Philly, so I never seen any northern lights. So you could see plenty of colors there. This is from Lewis. So Lewis is going to be the place to be tonight. Dagsboro, Delaware. You can see Kathleen Morgan sending this in. Beautiful shot there. And we're going to continue to see beautiful conditions tonight. Picture perfect conditions. High pressure, clear skies, calm winds, cool temperatures. And they're not going to be as cool tonight either. We're going to have temperatures dipping down in the low to mid 50s. And then you see a shot from Seaford, Delaware. And there's a turtle. I think that was the last one. You can see plenty of beautiful shots across the area from Lewis down to Ocean City through, Delmar. And here's another one from Atlantic, Virginia, courtesy of Carrie. And there's that one from Laurel. And there's another one. Here's one from Sioux. And it's just a beautiful array of pictures from across the area. There's one from Smyrna. I think this one's from Torrey. There's another one from Torrey. Look at that. That's really the vibrant pink there. Just a beautiful shot. There's one from Milton. So beautiful colors there. And we'll go back into the descriptor there. As I mentioned, this is I thought this graphic was really good. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of pictures on social media as far as descriptors of the different levels and the different colors of the northern lights. And I thought this one from the National Weather Service office there in northern Indiana did a pretty good job of describing the different colors at the different levels of the atmosphere, how those particles react as they hit the magnetic field of the Earth. And it simply is a very rare occurrence to get that severe solar storm, that geomagnetic storm. That's why we're seeing these northern lights so far south. So we're being treated to quite a rare event across the lower 48. Again, I mean, people saw this as far south as Florida, cleaning up. I saw a lot of people, obviously cleaning up after devastating Hurricane Milton, and they're being treated to the northern lights. So kind of some solace there for those folks there. But again, as far south as Florida and California, and again, most of the area seeing those pink colors and the high levels. This is about 150 miles up or so, and then you get those greens that have 150 miles as well. And then the lower levels, you get the purples and the blues, and that represents again, the nitrogen and the oxygen particles in the atmosphere. So as we go into tonight, we're going to continue to have another chance to see this. So if you didn't get a chance to see it last night, you're going to have a pretty good chance to see it tonight. Again, the best viewing time is just after sunset, you could see. And then between about 9 and 3 a.m. is kind of like your prime time hour to view it. So maybe get a nice shot of it before you head to bed tonight. And then as we tail off there, sun rising just after 6:30. So you'll see the northern lights just up to sunrise as we head into the day tomorrow. And then it'll kind of tail off as we head into the weekend, not expecting the vibrant colors that we had this week, as that solar storm should kind of suppress as we head into the latter part of the weekend. But our weather is not going to be suppressing. We're going to continue to see sunshine, dry weather, actually milder over the weekend. We're going to be close to that 80-degree mark. So again, if you're going to be out tonight checking out the northern lights, be sure to send us your pictures and across the area, because expecting another spectacular sight tonight as we continue to see those vibrant pinks and greens across the Delmarva Peninsula. And I'll tell you that, like I said, I spoke to a few people that went to Iceland and went to places where you typically see it and didn't get a chance to see it, and here they are seeing it right now on the Delmarva Peninsula. So we'll step aside now, and coming up, please be sure to join us for CoastTV News at 5, 6, and 11. We'll talk more about this, as well as the rest of your news, and a great forecast ahead as well. And we'll be talking about some even cooler air next week. We'll talk more about that at 5, 6, and 11.